Russia is trying to match U.S. technological and tactical progress with manned-unmanned teaming with emerging platforms such as its stealthy S-70 Okhotnik drone. Going back as much as a full decade, the U.S. Air Force and the Pentagon have been leading the world in the realm of manned-unmanned teaming, advancing scenarios wherein groups of drones can be controlled from the cockpit of a nearby aircraft. The tactical advantages here are quite substantial, as loyal wingman types of operations reduce latency, increase speed and execution of targeting and attack, and quickly blanket areas with ISR. In recent years, the U.S. Air Force has demonstrated the ability for an F-22 and F-35 to share information in real time with nearby unmanned systems such as the highly advanced Valkryie drone. Most recently, the Pentagon and Air Force are successfully fast-tracking a new group of drones called Collaborative Combat Aircraft, designed to operate in close coordination with the emerging F-47 sixth-generation aircraft. Now, major rivals or potential adversaries are attempting to acquire this success after watching U.S. progress for many years. The Sukhoi S-70 Okhotnik B, also referred to as Hunter B, is a Russian stealth heavy unmanned combat aerial vehicle that was being developed during the 2010s by Sukhoi and Russian Aircraft Corporation, MiG. The S-70 Okhotnik B project emerged in the early 2010s as part of Russia's broader initiative to modernize its military aviation with advanced unmanned technologies. Sukhoi led the development, building on experience gained from the Su-57 program. The unmanned aerial vehicle was officially unveiled in 2019, with its first flight occurring that same year. Designed to operate in highly contested environments, the Okhotnik B incorporates stealth features that allow it to evade radar detection and execute a range of combat roles. It was intended to be a key element in Russia's growing emphasis on manned-unmanned teaming, particularly with the Su-57, enhancing the reach and effectiveness of air operations. Several prototypes underwent flight testing in 2019 to 2023, and as of January 2024, it was projected that production could begin as early as the second half of 2024. The drone is based on the earlier Mikoyan Scat, designed by MiG, encompassing some technologies of the fifth-generation Sukhoi Su-57 fighter jet. As of 2021, it was projected to act under the control of pilots of Su-57 jets in a potential future version, similar to the U.S. Air Force's Skyborg program. The Okhotnik's design is based on the flying wing scheme and incorporates use of composite materials and stealth coatings, reducing the drone's radar cross-section in flight. It has a weight of about 20 tons and a wingspan of around 65 feet. The drone is powered either by a single AL-31F turbofan, as used on the Sukhoi Su-27 fighter aircraft, or by the improved AL-41F derivative installed on Su-35S fighters and Su-57 prototypes. The maximum speed of the drone is reportedly 1,000 km per hour, while carrying its payload internally. Russia's stealthy S-70 Okhotnik attack drone has been armed for several years, yet the lethal platform is now expanding into new operational possibilities as a loyal wingman type of platform to support 5th-gen Su-57s. The Okhotnik's arsenal includes air-to-surface missiles and an array of bombs that will not be suspended from the wings, but hidden inside the body to reduce visibility on enemy radar. In terms of missions and roles, the S-70 Okhotnik B is highly versatile. Its ability to perform SEAD operations allows it to neutralize enemy radar and missile systems, enabling Russian forces to enter hostile airspace more safely. As a deep strike platform, it can deliver precision-guided munitions on strategic targets at long ranges. Its reconnaissance capabilities also provide critical real-time intelligence, which can be shared across the battlefield. The Okhotnik B's integration with the Su-57 makes it a force multiplier, allowing manned-unmanned teams to engage in coordinated air superiority missions and electronic warfare. Professor Vadim Kozyulin of the Russian Academy of Military Sciences told Russia Beyond in an essay as far back as 2018. As discussed in the Russia Beyond essay, the Okhotnik appears to present significant threats as it is reported to operate with an internal weapons bay, stealth coatings, and a B-2-esque blended wing-body horizontal, stealthy configuration. The ability to keep weapons inside the aircraft without hanging them underneath on pylons means the drone can attack while operating in stealth mode. This stealthy drone appears quite threatening as it seems to operate with an internal weapons bay in a B-2 or RQ-170 configuration. Of course, an internal weapons bay means that the drone can maintain stealth while in attack mode. The Okhotnik may have external hard points to load up with a large payload of attack weapons, yet such a configuration would of course expose contours, shapes and angles more easily detectable to enemy air defenses and ground radar systems. The question of stealth, however, pertains to much more than may meet the observer's eye, as low observability also relies upon thermal signature, coating materials, engine placement, and exhaust release. Therefore, real questions about the drone also may pertain to the level of technological sophistication when it comes to its additional stealth characteristics, meaning what kind of thermal management or heat reduction does the drone have? How effective are the stealth coatings? Perhaps most of all, is there an internally buried engine which may ensure the air temperature surrounding the drone is roughly equivalent to the drone itself to essentially blind thermal sensors? An equally pressing question, introduced by the Russia Beyond essay, is the development of AI capabilities for the drone. Something which would, of course, exponentially increase its ability to process sensor data, targeting information, and the ability to network with both other unmanned and manned systems. This reduces latency, streamlines attack possibilities, and potentially networks attack detail across much broader and more threatening formations. The operational functionality of the integrated AI data analysis and the extent to which manned-unmanned teaming networks are hardened are also pressing questions when it comes to the extent of the threat posed by the Russian drone. However, Russia has not yet produced many Su-57s, and there may be some question as to whether it has the industrial capacity to build impactful numbers of the new drone. While of course even a small number would likely present a credible threat, Russia may not have an ability to scale the existence of this drone in a rapid fashion. Finally, while the U.S. military is known to operate stealthy drones such as the Sentinel, there is no definitive indication that the U.S. operates an armed stealthy drone, although several are publicly known to be in development. The crash of a stealthy Russian S-70 Okhotnik drone in the Ukraine war may have generated a windfall of intelligence data for Ukraine and the West, particularly because the electronics and computing may offer some indication as to how advanced Russia is in the realm of AI-enabled target data processing, digital networking, and manned-unmanned teaming. In recent years, Russia appears to be attempting to replicate U.S. success in the realm of loyal wingman capability, wherein drones can be operated from the cockpit of a manned fighter. The U.S. Air Force has made great progress connecting F-22s and F-35s with drones in the air, and multiple reports now suggest the shot-down Russian stealthy attack drone was operating in coordination with a fifth-generation Russian Su-57 stealth fighter. This would make sense given that the Russian media has for years been writing about connecting its Okhotnik drone with its Su-57. Can Russia compete with the U.S. in the realm of manned-unmanned teaming? Evidence surrounding the crash seems to suggest the Okhotnik was operating in coordination with the Su-57 and shot down through friendly fire.